Warning, the content on this video may be triggering to some people. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Directed to who?
To literally commit a crime for the views. Or Zane. I'm saying David or Zane.
Dom. I would make someone else commit a crime. I would personally commit a crime.
True. You would make, and Dom would do it.
Dom would do it.
There's a lot. There's a lot, and
I need these girls over to have a fivesome, so hopefully I have a fivesome.
It's cowardly. It's also really disgusting.
I have to let you guys know, I don't really know any of you, just so you know.
Like, they've never been in drama before.
If you make a mistake, own up to it.
Consent is something that's super important to me.
This is my bar cart. I actually don't drink. This is here for my friends. I get most of my work done when my friends are super drunk because I film basically everything.
You hooked up with Dom back in October. Now, did you give Dom consent to hook up with you?
I was drunk.
I was drunk too, so it's consensual.
No, it's not consensual.
I've had my own issues with David's vlog where I told him I was uncomfortable with jokes and he didn't respect that.
I always make sure that whatever the video I'm putting out, I have the approval from that person.
Just some food for thought, since there were allegedly other girls that were filmed without their consent or put in the video or something without their consent.
Hannah woke up with no memory of what happened. 2 days later, David Dobrik released his vlog about it.
I was always the guy that watched. Just like in my vlogs, I'm always the guy that like manipulates people and tells them to do stupid stuff.
This is actually props to David because that was like the first girl that I like really hooked up with.
That was the first girl you hooked up with. You don't have to say really to make yourself sound cool.
That was the first one I fingered.
Ew.
Yo, smell my finger. No. So I took her to David's fan. And then while I was like, you know, working my little dirty Dom magic, I could hear him and like 5 other guys just crowding around the car watching me.
We got 3 in there.
Joe's gonna peek in so he can describe it to me.
Oh my god.
You can hear us?
Yeah, you. I think at one point I saw somebody standing outside like.
Why are you lying? You literally in that clip.
It's David's vlog. David published it. David chorused it. David had his friends go out and do shit for him. It's really graphic and it's really disgusting, this story.
Dom just had a and I think we're all going to jail.
Oh man.
I think we're all going to jail. Alright. That's it. See you in 20 years.
And it's way deeper than I even knew of this story.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel.
HEAR bitches, I am here.
David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad are in serious trouble right now. An insider article came out with an alleged video called Hannah Exposes the Vlog Squad and David Dobrik for SA, confirming various allegations over the years. As some Vlog Squad members, David and friends are scrambling all over YouTube trying to prove their innocence, the receipts are piling up.
It's out of the horse. It hit the fan, it got picked up by a tornado, then a tsunami, and it's fucking everywhere like a pipe explosion.
But before we start, do not forget to go down below and subscribe to the channel and ring the bell button so you can get notified every time I post. Also, as a quick disclaimer, I just want to remind you guys that everything we discuss here in the channel is my opinion, in my opinion only, not to be taken as a fact. Always do additional research from the information that you get here in the channel. Do not send any hate to the people that I'm going to be talking about in this video.
Am I right, fellow adult?
However, I do encourage all of you to go in the comment section and let me know what do you think about the situation. David Dobrik is a former Viner-made YouTuber with over 18 million subscribers on his main channel, where he posts bite-sized short-form videos that are usually 4 minutes and 20 seconds long. He also has a second channel called Views with 1.69 million subscribers. David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad are known for very funny jokes, usually and humiliating women.
Hey baby, you walking or working? Drinks. How much do you weigh?
Well, you have to take off like 5 pounds for Chipotle, 6 pounds for my hair, 20 pounds for my clothes.
Extra 50 pounds, so you're at what? 295?
To include physical touching without consent.
Stop touching my vagina!
Well, maybe you should put some pants on.
Hold on, let me put my sunglasses on. Yeah, she's wearing pants. What the hell is he talking about?
Zane!
Oh my
God! I didn't even touch my tit like that!
I didn't touch your tit. I was like putting my finger like. No, you said I touched your boob. No, I was putting my finger to the arm. Yes, put my finger to the arm. Yo, now what the f? Yo, don't make me look like that. What the f?
I don't even need to put my sunglasses on to see that he was actually groping her without permission. And when he was called out, he tries to gaslight her and tell her not to make him look like that. Some of his jokes also include anti-Semitism.
Stick that one in my eye. Probably didn't go in Don's though, because he's Asian. He barely has them. Come on.
A lot of Asian and Indian families often like take their kids to like Petco or PetSmart instead of the zoo because it's cheaper. Yeah, to eat. No.
He's bilingual. Say, I love you. I can't wait to go out to dinner today.
We
just drove by people and I was like, is it a good zoo? And they're like,
I can't tell if they were speaking Hawaiian or if they just didn't like the zoo.
We're here at Chinatown and we're a little bit concerned about this dog. Popular myths would suggest that
they're gonna eat it.
They eat dogs. It's like a racist thing people say.
Don't eat this, girl.
No, it's called donut biscuits. You're messed up. This one has Hello Kitty on it, and it says it in English, so I trust it.
5 sushi rolls out of 8.
No.
Jason, you don't know Japanese. 2 for 1.
Let's also not forget the racial jokes.
I'm looking at those girls, yeah. So what was that?
To include fun and quirky moments like blackfacing.
So long.
And stereotypical jokes.
Seth, you want something to drink? Come on now.
It's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt or pissed. Let's start with Seth. When he met David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad, he was in the process of trying to become an actor. David invited him to participate on an alleged commercial for jerky, where he would have to make out with somebody dressed as an ape. David told Seth that Karina, a female Vlog Squad member, was going to be wearing the monkey suit. Seth came to the H3 After Dark to share his story.
This is also David's content, and he's the one that's coming up with the ideas, and he's the one that has the power and is asking people to participate in certain things. And there is a lot of pressure, you know, when you're in the room and you're the only person of your skin color or your culture, and you're trying to represent in the right way, and you're constantly being pressured to do things that you might know are wrong and you are uncomfortable with. I just moved to LA, you know, I was just looking for a cool group of friends that I could kind of work with and collaborate with, that can also be friends. As I started integrating myself, I started being asked over and over again to kind of participate in bits that, you know, can kind of come off being very culturally insensitive. David Dobrik, he, you know, does face and watermelon tropes and all these other things where you see a pattern of people saying like, yo, I'm uncomfortable with this. Hey, bro, like this isn't really cool. That all of a sudden they just disappear and then they're not videos anymore. When I was in LA, after kind of dealing with that video with Jason, like the makeout video, you know, it's like now millions of billions of people kind of are misconstruing like my own safety and how I feel about participating in something that you know, he didn't have my consent for. So I end up moving to a different state to kind of get away from it. So it's not like people coming up to me left and right, bringing up a situation that is legitimately traumatizing.
And what was it? What was the video?
David set up with Jason Nash and Corinna. I was supposed to do a makeout scene with Corinna. We just had this scene, you know, like I want you to like make out with Corinna, you know, like, are you cool with that? And I was just like, yeah, no, I'm fine with making out with Corinna. Like, that's fine. I don't understand exactly what this bit's for, but I'm just trying to basically just get it over with. You know, during the video, we kind of start the makeout, starts going, and then it's going on for a decent period of time. And then after Jason pulls off his mask, and I realized that, you know, I just was touched by someone that, you know, I did not, you know, consent. After he took off the mask, I was, you know, it was a split decision. I was like, it's one or two things. Like, either do natural instincts and be the angry black guy in the room and start yelling at everyone and get physical or whatever that might entail, or I can kind of just, you know, go along with it, and, you know, maybe I'll have some new friends that, you know, will support me in my ventures moving forward, and I made the decision to just kind of go along with it. And it is so incredibly tough as a man to have to say that you were sexually assaulted by a man. David Dobrik should not have chose to force a 50-year-old man to put his tongue into another man's mouth without their consent. Man or woman.
It's definitely very upsetting to know that this has happened to Seth, and also to know that David thinks that he has the right to decide what people should and should not accept, putting Seth in a position where he would look bad if he expressed that he was uncomfortable with the situation. As he said, he would have to either be the quote-unquote angry black man in the room, or he would have to pretend everything is okay. And that, my friends, is one of the many reasons why a lot of people who suffer SA do not come forward, because they are afraid of being looked at as the angry people in the room. Seth also said that he reached out asking for the video to be taken down, and they offered him money to keep the video up.
When a friend is telling you that they're dealing with legitimate pain, and then your next motive is to be like, oh well, how much money do you want?
Yeah.
Wow. You want to keep it up. It's like, I don't want the money. I want respect.
It's disrespectful.
Seth got inspired to come out and tell his experience with the Vlog Squad after another Vlog Squad member came out and told his story, and that's Big Nick. He reached out to Ethan and Ela Klein from the H3 podcast to clarify the rumors of him being kicked out of the Vlog Squad and told them the real reasons why he left.
It is kind of like a cult. Yeah, it's like a high school vibe, very cultish like vibe, and I would come home so drained, like just mentally, and it wasn't necessarily, I mean, maybe it was because some of the stuff they were saying, but like it was just really the energy in the room. You know, they gossip behind your back, they have this superiority complex of like, I'm better than you, and you can just feel it in the room without them having to say it. I was allowing, and I did allow it, and that's partially my fault, David, to like disrespect me in the videos. And so then everybody else just got the notion like, oh, okay, like, you know, we can disrespect Big Nick too, like it's because our master does it, you know. Like, I wouldn't say he used me, but he definitely used my situation for content, and then didn't really like help me progress at all. I don't expect help from anybody, but he didn't like help me progress in the way that other people could. Because it also got to a point where people would recognize me in public, and then they would make jokes like about me, and I'm like, dude, like, I don't know you. I used to struggle a lot. Like, I would even be, as a kid, I would be like, you know, complain to my mom, like, Mom, like, why is this, like, why am I going through this stuff? Like, why am I short, blah, blah, blah. And so he kind of, like, with that content, like, opened up that closed wound, per se, and, like, I just didn't like it. I had some people recognize me and be like, hey, like, why are they so mean to you? And I would just be the type of guy to protect these people and be like, oh, you know, it's all good, it's all jokes. But really, like, no, I was hurt too. Yeah, I basically told him, like, dude, I don't want to make these jokes anymore. And he was just like, okay, like, that's fine. Like, he was chill about it, whatever. And I knew by saying that I wasn't going to be in the content anymore because I didn't want to, like, get made fun of. Like, it was just like, all right, like, I respect that, bro. And then that was that.
Big Nick mentioned that he met David Dobrik back in the days of Vine content. And he also says that he had 3 times the amount of followers than David when they started collaborating. As David grew larger than Nick, Nick started collaborating in David Dobrik's content even more often. However, his participation was always contingent on jokes about his stature and his health condition. The whole entire Vlog Squad would make fun of him for something that he could not control. And the biggest problem here, in my opinion, is that he became such a joke not only to the Vlog Squad, but also to the people who watch the Vlog Squad. He started being made fun of on the streets by strangers. And that's definitely detrimental to him, because becoming a joke like that just made his reputation so unreliable that his own platform was probably hurt by this. He also says that he consented to all that happened. However, I see a problem with that. Just because you consented to something, it doesn't mean that you should be okay with everything. And David, as his alleged friend, should have a little more tact when it came down to evaluating how he felt at every single filming. And the worst part to me is he feels guilty that he allowed them to do it and says that it's part his fault as well. He should never feel guilty because he trusted someone, he thought that that person was his friend, and that person in the end of the day just used him to make a mockery out of him, make him a public joke for money and views and success. And what breaks my heart even more is the fact that as soon as he told David that he no longer felt comfortable with the jokes, he knew that he was not going to be a part of the Vlog Squad anymore, which in my opinion is a huge confirmation that he was blatantly used. In a now deleted video, Scotty Sire came out to defend David Dobrik in the situation.
I'm totally sick of seeing my friends' names get dragged through the mud because of false allegations and lies and just things that aren't true, so I'm going to address some of those allegations and defend my friends. This has gotten to a point where it's such a serious accusation that it needs to be addressed. Everybody makes mistakes. I am not an angel. I've definitely made mistakes myself, and all we can hope for when we make mistakes is to learn and grow from those mistakes. First of all, David's a great person.
If you believe that also, stay to the end of this video because I have a surprise for you.
Jason's a great person.
Since this video is not about Jason Nash, I'm not going to get too much into it. However, I'm just going to say one thing. He was in a relationship with Trisha, and to this day, I don't know if he was in it for their relationship or for the content.
If you watch David's vlogs, you've seen people come and go from them from time to time, and it's always that person grew apart, their career path changed, they didn't want to be in the videos anymore, and sometimes it's because they did something that wasn't cool.
Not cool as in saying that they're not comfortable with degrading jokes, or being tricked to something that they did not give consent for and then feeling uncomfortable and even consider they being said not cool.
You gotta be careful with what you're putting out on the internet and the claims that you're making without verifying them. I would just like to say, don't call it sharing your truth if you're sharing a lie.
Let's all please stand up and congratulate Scotty Sire for victim blaming.
Seth accused David and Jason of assault for a kissing prank that was done in 2017. He was part of the videos, he knows what we do, and then after the prank was finished, David asked him.
Too long after that, I had an idea to pull the prank on him again, so I thought it would be fun to blatantly ask him for consent.
Do I have permission to try to prank you again and get you to make out with Jason?
I'm very confused by that, because how the hell could you be so confident to tell me that I have to consent to something that I'm not going to know that I'm going to do?
David films hours and hours of footage and crams them into 4 minutes and 20 seconds for his vlog, so this clip was cut short to not actually show Seth giving his consent, but showing David asking for the consent.
Why would you put in a video that you asked for consent, but you didn't actually put the consent being given? This is very suspicious to me.
Now, do you think David would go and film this bit if Seth had said no?
Hell yeah!
No. There's no way in hell.
I don't believe you all even believing this.
I very vividly remember when he was editing that clip, there was a clip in there of Seth agreeing and giving his permission to film this bit again.
So where is the footage?
You already know it's a lie.
Tell me I'm getting dumber by the second.
Scotty puts on his video footage of Seth reacting to being pranked again on a kissing prank, and then he tries to use that as some sort of proof of consent.
You're the best. You're the fucking best, David. This motherfucker told me that this was gonna happen again. And I can always respect the fucking man that keeps his word.
You can tell by his reaction at the end of the video that he was pranked, it was all in good fun, and he gave permission beforehand.
Since there is no evidence of a consent, I'm not even gonna acknowledge that comment. However, I want to point something out. Most of us are aware of the fact that culture and society dictates that men should not show weakness. Whether we agree with it or not, that's a reality. And the vast majority of males who suffer SA never come forward. For that reason, in my opinion, in front of a camera, it's perfectly plausible that he was laughing and joking about it. However, if he came forward to say that the truth is that he feels that he suffered SA, I believe him.
Most of these things are preconceived, and everyone talks about like what bit is going to be filmed. David looked through his text messages and found one of Seth's numbers asking him to do the kissing prank a third time. Seth literally requested to do it a third time.
Guys, this is a text from Seth from about 2 years ago. He goes, "Yo, bro, I was thinking about it. I'm down for another kissing sketch." I said, "Haha, what do you mean?" He goes, "Lol, I don't really care as long as you clout me up. I'm not gay, just don't care." And then he sends me this.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's not really a big deal. It's the same shit. Just, I don't know. More open-minded.
Because of this footage is in Scotty's video, a lot of people have been speculating that Scotty only made this video because David asked him to.
I don't know if Seth completely forgot about that or if he just hoped that David would never find it, the way that he hoped that David had a new computer and didn't have the extra 4 hours of footage that surrounded the 4 minute and 20 vlog that included the bit of him consenting to the prank.
Oh, that's the excuse, that he got a new computer and he lost the footage? Do we think the external hard drives don't exist?
What you need to do is take a nap and most likely never wake up.
Because you're just dumb. As always, this is my opinion and my opinion only. You guys don't take it as a fact. But this is how I see this. This guy is being in a group of friends where he is being casted as being pranked, and it seems like he's been kissing pranks, and it's probably helping him out to get quote-unquote clout. At this point, he's already being humiliated. He's taking his losses, and he's trying to get his clout, and he's trying to get his fame at the cost of his own self-worth and dignity. Not satisfied trying to discredit Seth, Scotty then proceeded to change the subject into accusing Seth of doing some wrongdoing to other people. I don't know about the story. I can't say if he's to blame or not. However, that was not the point of Seth's claims against David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad. So I think that Scotty brought up this totally unrelated situation just to discredit Seth and make Seth look bad. It does not matter. Trying to make a victim of say into a bad person is very low, and with reason he got a lot of backlash and he deleted the video. By the way, a very interesting thing I noticed during the entire Scotty Sire's video is the fact that although Big Nick was the first one to come out and express how he felt about the Vlog Squad, Scotty only talked about Seth. I wonder why. What is your hypothesis? Leave it down in the comments. Trisha Paytas has been trying to expose David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad for many years now to no avail because nobody has ever taken her seriously. However, the tides are turning now. And after Scotty's video, she made not one but 2 response videos reacting to the situation. In her first video, she reacts surprised that he actually made this video because he wasn't even there.
Why he made this video is beyond me. First things first, he was not involved in the Seth prank or any of that. His only claim was that he knows David and Jason to be really nice guys to him and that they would do anything for him, but you can't invalidate other people's experiences with them. His only, again, connection was David used to edit at my house, and I know this for a fact. You don't know this for a fact. You weren't there. You don't know the conversations between David and Seth. You only want to know what David's telling you. To victim shame like he did was absolutely insane. He totally glossed over the fact that they promised him money to do a commercial and didn't happen. He glossed over so much by just saying, well, Seth said this in an interview, and David and Jason are nice, so it's totally fine. He goes, well, people consent to things at the time, and they may feel regret later. You have no idea how this person's feeling in the moment. You are not this person. You are not David and Jason. You are not involved with it.
She even mentions moments that they filmed her and she did not give consent for them to put in their videos, resulting on her not being on the videos anymore, confirming what Seth and Big Nick have alleged.
I have said multiple times, I'm going to just say it for myself, to David when I said I don't want things in the vlog, including bits with Hannah, including other things of me in the shower. I've said it multiple times. And it does result in you not being in the vlogs, or in my case, just completely being out.
She also addresses the fact that Scotty told Ethan Klein to fact check before putting people in his podcast.
And be like, Ethan, you should fact check. Well, he's talking to a victim who was there, who encountered this stuff. You were not. What are you doing? You shouldn't say this is my truth when it's a lie. You're not there. You don't know. You have no idea what's happening.
She also mentions that the Vlog Squad is allegedly being investigated already.
There are people doing serious investigations on the whole Vlog Squad, and you know, Scott, better than anything the shadiness that goes on. Underage drinking, girls that didn't have consent to or being taped has. There's so much, and you look so dumb to be victim shaming someone that you weren't even there. Don't call out people's lives when you were not there. That is my biggest issue.
And she also mentioned about the article that we're going to talk about soon.
There is an article coming out that is interviewing so many people that haven't come forward, people I've talked to that I wasn't even friends with during that time, that are close with them, that have a serious, way more serious, not way more, but just as serious allegations against this group. They're really bad people.
I am not a big YouTuber and I don't know these people in person, but I hope that now that this stuff is coming out, people can appreciate Trisha Paytas a little more, because she's been trying to expose all of this for so many years and everybody just ignored the girl.
It's insane to me that this is why he even made this video, victim shaming, threatening a lawsuit, saying this should be settled in a court. You don't know any of the shit that's happening with Seth behind the scenes. You don't know shit unless you were there. Keep your mouth shut. You look stupid. The truth always comes out, and Scott, you are on the wrong side of this one. David showed in the video, he's showing, it's David in the video showing texts and unemployed memos from Seth. First of all, David, if you have the energy to do that, you should have the energy to be able to come on a platform yourself. If it's Twitter, Instagram story, YouTube, whatever, you're the one who caused the damage. You're the one who has to acknowledge this. But guess what? As soon as someone says they're uncomfortable, no matter what it is, you acknowledge that and you take accountability. And what's the worst and the most sickening thing is David's not only not taking accountability, he's perpetuating more that, like, let's blame Seth. Like, Seth said it was okay. Rather than saying, like, this is fucked up, like, hey, don't attack him, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm a different person. And he does. His vlogs are completely different. His vlogs don't even exist. He's a different person. Own up to it. Take accountability. Tell your fans that you did something wrong, which David can never do. But David is such a coward. He has to feed this to Scott. He was able to show the text and everything to Scott. How about you say that, David, on your platform? But, oh no, David doesn't want to get any of those, no blood on his hands. You don't get his hands dirty, Scott. You look like Bobo the Clown. There are so many things that are coming out. Disgusting things regarding this group. And it's messed up. It's disgusting. It's nasty. They are vile. David Dobrik is vile. Natalie, Noel, Mariana is vile. Jason Nash is oh, Scott Sire, you keep promoting Brandon Calvillo, who was dating a 17-year-old, and you knew it, and you keep promoting that shit. Your best friend Todd, let's talk about that. While Jason's kids are in the house, girls, Drew and Zane, all of them. Don't threaten lawsuits. Don't talk on someone else's truth. Speak on your own. Shut the fuck up when it comes to other people's stories.
Obviously, Scotty looks stupid and deletes the video, and David Dobrik addresses nothing. Because allegedly, according to Scotty, David and the Vlog Squad do not address drama. However, those days are to be over really soon. An article from Insider was released titled, "A woman featured on YouTube star David Dobrik's channel says she was by a Vlog Squad member in 2018, the night they filmed the video about group." And it looks like this article has changed everything. A group of 7 college students were on their way to meet David Dobrik, but Hannah didn't know who he was.
I have to let you guys know, I don't really know any of you, just so you know.
The friends piled into one of their cars to go shoot a video with Dobrik's YouTube famous posse, the Vlog Squad. Hannah knew her friends watched videos made by the group, yet had no idea how famous they really were. At the time, November 2018, Dobrik was about to surpass 10 million YouTube subscribers and was well on his way to being one of the platform's biggest stars. David and the Vlog Squad are known for their fast-paced comedy videos that has been described as half-scripted. The content feels like a mix of reality TV, improv, and situational comedy. By March 2020, he'd been named Gen Z's Jimmy Fallon by Wall Street Journal, living in a $9.5 million mansion with a $200,000 Aston Martin thanks to lucrative sponsorships with brands such as SeatGeek, Chipotle, which once sold a burrito named after him. Early that day, some of the students had begun chatting over Instagram with a Vlog Squad member who went by the name Dirty Dom. Dom, whose real name is Dominikas Ziglatis, said he wanted to quote-unquote hook up with them.
Or girls who live in LA, 18 plus, who are down to have a good time, let me know.
According to direct-to-message transcripts reviewed by Insider, and some of Hannah's friends were interested. That night, Hannah would become ensnared in the no-holds-barred, clicks and cash-fueled lifestyle that the Vlog Squad members celebrated in their videos. The students who had watched Dobrik's videos knew Ziglatis played a character in the vlogs who was a addict. They didn't know where the character started and ended, and weren't sure whether they were actually supposed to be having sex with him that night. Quote, "The sex stuff won't be in the vlog, right?" End quote. They asked over direct message on Instagram. Quote, "Might need to take a picture just to show Dave so he believes me, haha." End quote. Ziglatis, age 23 at the time, replied, presumably referring to Dobrik. Hannah, a 20-year-old sophomore at a private liberal arts school in Los Angeles at the time, didn't know what to expect, but she was up for an adventure. She said she couldn't have predicted what would happen that evening, and that the events had left her with trauma. In phone interview with Insider, Hannah accused Ziglatis of rape by engaging in activity with her that night, while she was so incapacitated by alcohol that she could not consent. She says members of the Vlog Squad supplied alcohol to her and her friends, who were too young to buy it themselves. Dobrik filmed Hannah at the apartment, and as she entered Ziglatis' bedroom with him, he edited and uploaded the footage as a quote-unquote 3 plot a few days later in a vlog called, quote, "She should not have played with fire," end quote. Before it was deleted at Hannah's request, it was viewed 5 million times. Hannah spoke with Insider on the condition of anonymity out of concerns to share that sharing her full name could affect employment opportunities. In this story, her name and those of her friends who went with her to Zagladis' apartment are not their real names, but pseudonyms chosen by Insider, which is aware of their real identities. In late February, when Insider first reached out to Zagladis about Hannah's story, he said he didn't want to talk about the Vlog Squad, but would speak to his own achievements. Reached again in early March about the allegations, he declined to comment. Insider also reached out to Dobrik's management and each member of the Vlog Squad who appeared in the scenes featuring Hannah: Jason Nash, Jeff Wittick, Todd Smith, Nick Antonian, and Brandon Calvillo. Only Wittick responded. The same attorney, Brian Friedman, released an additional statement to Insider that said, quote, "David will be addressing his community directly," end quote. The statement went on to say, quote, "Anyone who knows him knows he does not condone misconduct in any form. Vlog participants provide consent before anything is posted. Whenever consent is retracted, posts are removed. Any insinuation of wrongdoing is inaccurate and defamatory," end quote. And David did address his audience twice, and we're gonna get to both of those in due time. However, I just wanna kind of bring something up. Yeah, let's say all vlog participants give consent, but if there is a alleged crime committed, I am not okay with them saying that a victim is trying to defame David Dobrik, because even if she did give him consent to post the video initially, it does not negate the fact that he is at best an active bystander who did not only film but edited a criminal act and posted to the internet. How dare this lawyer say that this victim is trying to defame David Dobrik? And let's not forget David Dobrik's own words.
Who's directed to who?
To literally commit a crime for the views.
I would make someone else commit a crime. I would personally commit a crime.
True. You would make, and Dom would do it.
Dom would do it.
The video filmed the night Hannah says she was assaulted follows a classic David Dobrik vlog format. It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds long and includes a celebrity cameo and comedy scenes featuring Dobrik's friends. Zagladis appears 2 minutes and 13 seconds in, according to a copy of the video reviewed by Insider. Quote, "I invited these girls over to have a five-some," end quote, he says, implying that he will have sex with 4 women at once. Quote, "So hopefully I'll have a five-some tonight," end quote. The next shot is of Hannah and her friend walking into the apartment on Hollywood in Highland, where Dobrik, Zagladis, and other Vlog Squad members are gathered. As soon as she walked in the door, Hannah said someone shoved a camera in her face. She has one line of dialogue in the video. As she and her friends sit down on the couch, Hannah is heard saying she doesn't actually know who anyone in the Vlog Squad is.
I have to let you guys know, I don't really know any of you, just so you know.
"Get the f*** out," Vlog Squad member Nash yells in response as everyone laughs in real life.
Get the fuck out of here! Get her out!
Hannah says she didn't find the banter funny. At one point, she said Nash, who was 45 at the time, made a comment along the lines, "Oh, you have a personality? Hot girls like you usually don't." Quote, "I immediately felt really uncomfortable because I was under the impression that we were going to meet these school creators. We were going to hang out, maybe film something," Hannah told Insider. "It was high pressure from the moment we walked in," end quote. Hannah and her friend Sarah, who drove everyone to the apartment, told Insider that they never intended to have groups with Zagladis that night. A hesitance reflects in the vlog. In his voiceover, Dobrik says, quote, "After a couple of minutes of talking, it was clear there was no five-some happening. But Dobrik added, by some stroke of luck and master negotiating, Dom made progress," end quote.
After a couple minutes of talking, it was clear there was no five-some happening tonight. By some stroke of luck and master negotiating, Dom made progress.
Hannah told Insider that she felt pressure by Zagladis and the other Vlog Squad members into helping them create content that objectified her. She said Zagladis took turns interacting with Hannah and her friends and that he pulled her onto his lap at one point without asking permission. Quote, it was very much an environment that it felt like saying no was not okay, Hannah said. It felt like from the moment we came there was an expectation that they were doing us a favor.
They have this superiority complex of like, I'm better than you, and you can just feel it in the room.
And we had to give them content. They were verbally like, why aren't you guys being fun? Do something sort of sexy, end quote. Hannah said that Gladys started calling her baby and asking her if she wanted to be his Instagram girlfriend, quote unquote. She said that Gladys told her she could make $10,000 a week and become famous if she agreed. But Hannah says she declined, and that Gladys briefly seemed to move on from her. As the night went on, Hannah says that Gladys became aggressive. A while later, Hannah said that Gladys approached her again and asked if he could talk to her. She agreed and said that Gladys led her out of the room her friends were in, down the hallway, and into a pitch black room. Hannah says that Gladys, quote unquote, guided her in through the door, and she said she quickly turned around and told him that she wanted to go back to where her friends were, as Gladys locked the exit with his body. Hannah said he started asking her why she didn't like him and wouldn't date him. Hannah said that Gladys asked if they could hook up. She replied no, she told Insider. He was like, no, you at least have to give me a kiss, Hannah said. I was getting really scared because he wasn't letting me leave. My friends were in a totally different part of the house. I was like, what happens if I keep saying no? So I just gave him a kiss. Hannah's experience is pretty similar to of the creator Ali Hardesty. She had an encounter with Dom and she made a video about it 3 years ago.
Then he leads me off kind of like more downstairs-ish where there was less people. He tries to go in this room that's locked and I was like, what are you doing? Like, where are you taking me? I don't understand. He eventually takes us to this balcony where there's a bunch of other people and I sit down because I'm just sick of walking. My feet hurt. I sit down on the couch. It's like this couch that's like on the balcony around the edge and he gets on top of me, like straddles me, pins me down to the couch, and I think it's like a joke for a second, like he's gonna let go or something, or he's gonna try to give me a lap dance or something stupid because there was still music playing out there. But he literally doesn't move. He has me pinned down on the couch like I'm just sitting normally, and he's facing me with his knees on my knees, like holding me down and pinning down my arms. And he gets really close to my face and is like, kiss me. And I'm like, no, I don't do PDA. There's a bunch of people out there, like get off of me. He doesn't move. He still thinks it's funny. He's laughing. I'm super uncomfortable. I don't know what to do at this point because it was different out there when I could walk away, but now he has me pinned down. So I'm trying to like play my cards carefully and I'm still not understanding what kind of sick joke this is. And at this point, I don't think it's funny anymore. I don't think that he has a weird sense of humor. I just think that he's a total creep. He still has me pinned down and he's trying to kiss me. I'm like literally moving my head to the side so he doesn't. He's trying to make small talk with me, flirty, like, hey, if I guess your bra size, then will you make out with me? And I was like, no, let me off. And he still won't take no for an answer. So finally I'm like, okay, fine. Like knowing that he's not gonna guess it, I just wanted him to get off me. So I was like, sure, whatever. And so he unpins one of my arms and he reaches down my shirt, like caresses my boob. And I'm like, what are you doing? I literally pulled his hand off of me and he's like, you really expect me to guess without feeling them first? And I was like, dude, just get off of me. And then he guesses the bra size, he gets it wrong. And I say, okay, like get off now. And he's like, no, you still have to kiss me. And I'm like, no, I don't. And he's like, at least give me a half kiss. And I'm like, what's a half kiss? And while I'm saying that, he literally just comes in and starts kissing me, like making out with me, one-sided kiss, one-sided. And after a couple seconds of that, someone comes over and starts talking to him, like making conversation. So he gets up, and at that point I stand up and I start walking towards the door, and I open the door and I walk straight back to my friends, like literally bolt back to my friends.
So apparently he does that to every girl. He takes them away from their friends where they're vulnerable and tries to assault them by body blocking them or pinning them down until they give up and kiss him or hook up with him or whatever you kids like to call it. And at first, when this video came out, this poor YouTuber got a lot of backlash. She got blamed a whole lot in the comment section. She said she wanted to mess with him. That's a red flag right there. Oh yeah, other people are accusing him. Sounds fun, I'll do it too. Your decisions cost this 100. I feel like if someone is being sexually assaulted, they would do their absolute best to fight the person sexually insulting them. To me, she didn't do her best. Have you ever tried to fight somebody who has pinned you down on a couch while you have high heels and your feet is throbbing of pain of being standing on it all night? Let me know down in the comments. The views and the revenue, nice job. Your vid is monetized. Like, that's enough of that. Let's talk about creators and monetization. I am very guilty of pointing out when large creators monetize their videos, especially in apologies. However, ever since I became a monetized channel, there's a couple of things I noticed from monetization that I would like to share with you. So next time you see a creator monetizing their apology video or a expose video, you have a better idea of the possible reasons why they're monetizing them. When a creator is making an apology video or an expose video, obviously their main goal is that as many people as possible get to watch the video. And YouTube's main goal is to make money off of that video. And the way that YouTube makes money off of that video is by placing ads on the video. So when a creator presses the monetized button on their video, YouTube likes it and starts recommending the video to more people. Therefore, when a creator puts a video up that is not monetized, YouTube does not like it and tends to recommend the video to less people. Because let's face it, YouTube does not care about our feelings. However, there is a caveat. Creators with hundreds of thousands or even millions of subscribers tend to have a favor in the YouTube algorithm. Because those creators tend to have hundreds of thousands of views within minutes of an upload, YouTube will most likely place them on the trending page, exposing their videos to a lot of people. Therefore, they don't need to monetize a video such as an apology or an expose video. In addition, I have heard from other channels that YouTube can also manually place these larger creators on trend manually. However, that's an alleged claim. I have no proof to it. It's just what I heard. But if that's true, that's another reason why these larger creators don't need to monetize their video. Therefore, for smaller creators, sometimes they may feel compelled to monetize the video in order to get the exposure they need for their apology or expose. Ali now has over 300,000 subscribers. However, I don't know how many subscribers she had 3 years ago when she placed this video on YouTube. Therefore, I have no way to tell what her motives were when she decided to monetize the video 3 years ago. But I wanted to share with you guys this possibility, so next time you see a creator posting an expose or an apology video, you will be able to make a more educated judgment as per their intentions if they monetize the content. She returned to where her friends were sitting, she said. And around that time, she said a couple of members of the Vlog Squad returned with a bottle of dark-colored liquor. Trisha Paytas, a former Vlog Squad member, told INSIDER she was at the apartment for about 45 minutes that night with Hannah and her friends. Paytas said the night was quote-unquote not a good situation. She said she left because the women were drinking while underage, which felt insane to her. Paytas also said the women made it clear they did not want to have group sex with Gladys. Quote, they were like, oh we're here, but we don't want to have sex, end quote, Paytas said. Paytas told INSIDER that Vlog Squad member Jeff Wittick went to go buy liquor for the party after she told Nash, her boyfriend at the time, not to. Paytas said she and Nash left before Whittaker got back. Paytas and Nash are no longer dating, and she has frequently criticized Dobrik and Nash on social media, including for what she claims is a pattern of behavior that young women. She also made a TikTok stating that she once crashed her car into Nash's house while high on Dobrik's fans have questioned Paytas' credibility, including by citing her story of negative posts about Dobrik and Nash. Hannah's friend Sarah, who said she didn't drink that night because she was driving, told INSIDER she remembers Todd Smith asking the group what kind of alcohol people wanted. Sarah also said she remembers Smith and Wittick coming back to the apartment with Smith holding a bottle of Jack Daniel's whiskey. Sarah shared a photo with INSIDER, and Gladys sitting with Hannah and her friend alongside a bottle of Jack Daniels whiskey and a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi. In the phone call with Insider, Whitaker denied buying the alcohol and said he didn't think Smith would have bought it either, though he said Smith loves whiskey. At this time, I can't really remember much, Hannah said. I just remember being really uncomfortable and being honestly really upset and angry that my friends thought these guys were really cool and they're really just objectifying and gross. Hannah's friend says Gladys had with her while she was blacked out. Hannah said she drank so much alcohol the night she filmed with the Vlog Squad that she blacked out. Sarah told Insider that Hannah wanted to go to Gladys' room with Gladys and their friend Aubrey. Though Sarah said she could tell that Hannah was drunk, she was comfortable with letting her go into the room because Hannah wouldn't be alone with Gladys. I just remember seeing her and Dom talking a lot, added Sarah, who said Hannah and Gladys were both drinking. They were both on the floor, and definitely a lot of alcohol was being exchanged and kind of like nudged towards her. There were definitely times she was drinking it of her own volition, but there were also times where he was clearly trying to get her to drink more. Sarah said Hannah was able to walk into the room, but that she could tell Hannah was drunk because she started talking excessively and expressed quote-unquote abstract thoughts, things that Sarah said Hannah usually did when she was drunk. She was not fully coherent and articulate, Sarah said. You could tell she was definitely affected by something. It was very obvious in the way she was speaking, which was very fast and a lot. Once Hannah and Audrey were in the room with Gladys, Sarah said the other men of the Vlog Squad started trying to listen in. Some of them were even opening the door to look at what was happening, Sarah said in retrospect. Sarah thought it was disgusting that people were watching. Obviously, she did not consent to the act itself, but she especially did not consent to having multiple men peek their heads in to confirm what was happening, Sarah said. Sarah said that Gladys locked the door to the bedroom at one point while he was having to stop the other vlog members from coming in. Sarah said Dobrik was among the Vlog Squad members trying to look into the room. She shared a video of Dobrik she took that night with Insider, in which Dobrik can be seen responding to someone asking if they found success in getting into the room with Gladys, Hannah, and Audrey. No, he locked the door. Dobrik responded in the video, camera in hand. Sarah said that Gladys and Audrey came out of the room first, and that Sarah went in after him to find Hannah lying limp on the bed. Sarah said she was immediately concerned and that she remembered Hannah tugging on her ear and asking where her earring was. Hannah said she does not remember having sex with Gladys and that Audrey told her Gladys performed sexual acts that were penetrative. Specifically, Hannah said Audrey told her that Gladys was having sex with Hannah and did not stop as Hannah showed signs of losing consciousness as Audrey quote-unquote took over to get Gladys to stop. Audrey declined to comment, but in a text she sent this month about their night with Gladys, she wrote, quote, I remember you were starting to close your eyes and just were obviously drunk, so I finished him off to get him away from you, end quote. Hannah shared the text with Insider. After Gladys finished, Hannah said she was too drunk to dress herself. What I do remember is lying on the bed in that room alone and my roommate at the time coming in and being super worried and putting my underwear on me because I couldn't do that by myself, Hannah said. Sarah said she and Hannah's roommates took her into Gladys' bathroom where Hannah couldn't stand or sit on the toilet by herself. Sarah said Hannah fell over and passed out on the bathroom floor briefly, and when Hannah's friends pulled her back up, Sarah said they had to pull trick, slang for forcing someone to vote. The California Penal Code says that is an act of sex accomplished with a person, not the spouse of the perpetrator, where a person is prevented from resisting by any intoxicating or anesthetic substance or any controlled substance. And this condition was known or reasonably should have been known by the accused. Hannah never contacted the police and no charges have ever been filed against Gladys. After Hannah threw up, Sarah and her friend have to physically support Hannah's body as they exited the apartment. Sarah shared a photo with Insider she says was taken that night that shows Hannah leaning against one of their other friends outside the apartment. Dobrik, Antonian, Smith, and Whitaker are visible in the picture. Sarah says she watched Dobrik's Tesla pull out of the apartment building as she walked with Hannah back to her parked car. Sarah said Hannah started vomiting again back in their dorm. When she finally got Hannah into her bed, Sarah said she started asking questions about what just happened. Dread started to step in, Sarah said, when Hannah didn't seem to remember leaving the campus at all. The next morning, Sarah said she woke up and still felt extremely drunk. When she looked at her phone, she saw a text conversation with Gladys and photos from the night before. Quote, anything at your discretion is okay for the vlog, just maybe not anything that a future employer may use against me. And I want to stop here just to say one thing. If that message is their understanding of consent, let's remember this message was sent to Gladys the night she was drinking. Therefore, she was highly impaired to consent to what happened as well as to consent to the footage being released. Hannah said she still had no memory of having sex the night before. Then her friends woke up and Sarah said she told Hannah for a second time that Gladys had sex with her. Quote, that's when I started internally freaking out because it's concerning enough that the first time she didn't remember it. The second time was really scary, Sarah said. When she finally started to process the scope of what she had been told had happened, Hannah said she tried to laugh it off. For 2 days, Dobrik didn't post any footage of her or the night at the apartment, and Hannah said she tried not to think about it. Then, on November 28th, the vlog came out.
These girls over to have a fivesome, so hopefully I have a fivesome tonight.
Holy shit! Oh, this is weird.
The girls walked in and they were like, is this the guy we're having the seventh one with?
I have to let you guys know, I don't really know any of you, just so you know.
Oh, Parker!
Get the fuck out of here! Get her out! You guys are the only ones for me. I don't talk to any other girls.
After a couple minutes of talking, it was clear there was no fivesome happening tonight.
You called it. Yeah. Oh well. You guys want to watch me and Trisha?
I'm down. But by some stroke of luck and master negotiating, Dom made progress.
We just need to get in there and do a head count for the vlog. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. We got 3 in there.
Jordan's gonna peek in so he can describe it to me.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't look in there. Oh, I have to leave the apartment.
Just like listening to this.
That's what happened. I opened the door and I was like, wow, they look kind of good.
Holy shit. It smells like someone was murdered in here. Dom.
What's up, dude?
You are sweating like a racehorse. Was that your first threesome?
Yeah, thanks, David. Yo, smell my finger.
No. I'll give you $20.
25?
Deal.
Ew. Yeah. Smells like bread and sister.
Hannah says she struggled to process the footage in Dobrik's vlog. In the vlog that featured Hannah, the bit about the includes scenes that Sarah said were shot that night, as well as scenes Sarah said was reshot but made it look like it occurred that night. In the scene shot as the set was occurring, Dobrik and VlogSquad members Smith, Whittick, Antonian, Ernst, and Calvillo joke about Gladys having sex with Hannah and Audrey. In one scene, Whittick is standing in the hallway outside Gladys' room and says, we just need to get in there and get a head count for the vlog. Whittick opens the door and tells Dobrik there are 3 people in the room. Then Antonian opens the door and says, oh my god, while Dobrik laughs. Smith says, I'm kinda getting just like listening to this, and the 4 men laugh. In the next scene, Gladys is standing in his room drenched in quote-unquote sweat. Sarah says she did not believe that scene was shot while she and Hannah were at the apartment, and that Gladys wasn't actually dripping sweat that night. Gladys says thanks David and gives him a high five after Dobrik asks him if he was his first. Then, Gladys asks Ernest to smell his finger, and Ernest says the finger smells like Brandon's sister. At the end of the vlog, Dobrik films himself, Smith, Calvillo in the car. Sarah said this appeared to be have filmed the same night, since the men were wearing the same clothes and had left the building in the same Tesla. In the scene, Dobrik says, Dom just had a threesome and I think we're all, before Smith interrupting him to say, going to jail. Dobrik laughs and says, I think we're all going to jail. Calvillo says, quote, see you in 20 years.
Dom just had a
and I think we're all
going to jail.
Oh man,
I think we're all going to jail. All right, that's it.
dude.
See you in 20 years.
In a podcast interview with Travis Mills recorded the day the vlog with Hannah was posted, Dobrik recalled Dom inviting the women over for a staged fivesome. Quote, when they all got there, they were like, oh no, I don't want to have sex. I don't want to have sex, Dobrik told Mills. Quote, except two of the girls wanted to have sex. So he ended up having a three, which was still his first three. And it was very exciting for him.
You were filming one of your friends. I think his name's Dom.
Yes, that's what I meant by behind the scenes of the porn video.
That's all real.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, you just put out a video this morning.
You're talking about the video I posted 20 minutes ago.
Before I was sitting in the bathroom before you came over here.
My buddy Dom made an Instagram story, and he's like, I want to have a tonight, hit me up. And this girl hit him up, and she's like, I have friends. And she sent over all her friends' Instagram links. And he's like, yeah, come through. And 7 of them ended up showing up. And then they all, they were, when they all got there, they were like, oh, no, I don't want to have sex. I don't want to have sex. And then,
like blatantly in front of everybody.
Yeah. Well, they didn't want to have sex, except 2 of the girls wanted it. So he just ended up having a 3, which was still his first 3. And it was very exciting for him.
Well, you guys sent like 3 of your friends in to confirm it was happening.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have unless we saw it with our own eyes. It's super real. That's why it's so fun, is because these are real. Him. Yeah, that too.
He's just an enabler.
Mills asked if the other Vlog Squad members peeked into the room to confirm that Gladys was having sex with 2 women, as they were depicted in the vlog. And Dobrik said, yeah, well, he didn't have sex with them unless we saw it with our own eyes, end quote. Dobrik went on to say that he was always pretty good at asking his friends for permission to put their clickbait worthy moments in the vlog. There's no shown in the vlog, but Hannah told Insider what ended up being portrayed in the video about her was quote-unquote totally misconstrued, since it doesn't show the extent of her intoxication. Quote, it seems like I had a super fun night with these famous vloggers basically, which is not what happened, end quote. Every single person that I know is messaging me, you were in David Dobrik's vlog? That's so cool. Oh my god, I saw the vlog you were in. On the day the vlog was released, it was viewed more than 800,000 times. People came up to Hannah in the library and in line at the coffee shop to talk about it, she said. Hannah said her little sister even texted her about overhearing people at Hannah's old high school talking about the vlog in the bathroom. It made Hannah feel so alone, she said. Quote, it is difficult to describe how it feels knowing that millions of strangers have seen a video of me in a night that affected me and traumatized me in nearly incomprehensible ways, not knowing that anything was wrong, Hannah said. The first time Hannah said she described what happened that night as she said she was at the back of a cab in her hometown after a night of drinking with a friend. It was over winter break, a month after she filmed with the Vlog Squad. The next morning, Hannah said her friend asked her if she remembered that she had a panic attack in the car and said, I was over and over again on the way home. Quote, I don't want that to be my identity. It's not my identity. I can comfortably say I was the victim of, but I don't identify as a, Hannah said. Quote, that's just something that happened to me, and so that's why I didn't speak to anyone about it for a long time, end quote. After she processed the events of the night with the Vlog Squad, Hannah said she did research about the legal system in California and decided it wouldn't be worth pursuing a case because she was so intoxicated at the time, but she still wanted to do something. On February 2nd, 2019, Hayes uploaded a since-deleted video accusing Dobrik of being an actual horrible person, who, she said, along with Nash, exploited young women in his vlogs.
David's on a whole other level of being an actual horrible person. And I know this video is going to give me so much hate because everyone's up his butt, but they're going to realize, and something bad is going to happen in that group. I don't know what it is. Something bad, something dangerous, something like they do all these dangerous things. There's just so many other things that I'm not trying to do this whole expose video about every single horrible, evil thing that David has done, but he can't. I don't think there should be a YouTuber out there that like ruins people's lives, like that literally, because like he messes with people for vlogs and he provokes people for vlogs, and And I don't think it's right.
Hannah watched the video and said it made her wonder if other women also felt objectified while filming with the Vlog Squad. 3 months later, after she last texted Zay Gladys, Hannah decided to reach back out. Even after the vlog was gone, Hannah still struggled to find closure. Shortly before midnight on Monday in February 2019, Hannah sent Zay Gladys a long text message. Quote, "It's incredibly disturbing to me to have a video online that documents an entire night that I have no recollection of, and have anyone around me view that as a reflection of my character, especially considering the mature content," Hannah wrote in a text message to Zay Gladys. "Looking back on the experience, I feel taken advantage of," end quote. "I did not want to participate in content with any of the men in the room," she also wrote. Just over an hour later, Zay Gladys wrote back, "Okay, I respect your wishes. The video's down." Neither Zay Gladys nor anyone else in the Vlog Squad ever said anything to Hannah again. The entire text message was a lot longer than what was quoted, but it was shared by the Insider article, and here it is.
"Hey Dom, if you remember me, my name is Blank, and we met through my friend Blank when you needed some girls for your video. On the night of November 25th, my friends and I came to your house to shoot. Upon arriving, I haven't intended to do anything sexual with you or Vlog Squad, and my intent was further reaffirmed when I heard the sexist and demeaning language of your team. Within minutes of me being in your house, you pulled me aside in a separate room and tried to initiate behavior with me one-on-one, to which I immediately, physically and verbally rejected. To my rejection, you tried to make me feel guilty and persuade me into hooking up with you, saying, 'Come on, baby,' and blocking me from leaving the room. You made me feel very nervous from anyone I knew, and because you were an actual stranger, I had never watched a video of yours or anyone in the Vlog Squad. After a few minutes of back and forth between us, I agreed to kiss you so that I could leave the room and return to my friends. You let me leave, and I joined my friends in the main living room. Our one-on-one interaction reaffirmed my initial feelings that I did not want to participate in any sexual contact with any of the men in the room. As the night continued, we chatted, and I was open to getting to know you as a person. The last thing I remember is being extremely drunk on your balcony. Apparently, you and your team bought hard alcohol that I drank, and you, me, and my friend Blank had a which I have no memory of whatsoever. My understanding, at some point during the I was too drunk and laid on the bed and slept. From what I've been told, my friends had to come into the room and put on my clothes and my underwear, my bra, my pants, shirt, and shoes, and I couldn't walk leaving your house. Before I left your house, I threw up several times in the bathroom, as well as my own bathroom when I got home. According to one of my friends, I was passed out in your bathroom until she pulled the trig for me. When I got back into my dorm, my friend helped me throw up again and said I had no memory of what had just occurred. When I woke up in the morning, I had no idea I had participated in any kind of action the night prior until 2 hours later when the same friend mentioned the me, under the impression that at this point I remembered. I was still drunk when I sent you that text saying that you could put any clips in the video that wouldn't be harmful to me from an employer's point of view. At this point in time, I don't feel the same. The video disturbs and upsets me. I do not feel like it's an accurate portrayal of me, and it is not something I feel comfortable with being on the internet anymore. It's incredibly disturbing to me to have a video online that documents an entire night that I have no recollection of and have everyone around me view as a reflection of my character, especially considering the mature content. Looking back on the experience, I feel taken advantage of, as your friends may have recognized as the situation unfolded, considering, according to my friend's memory, that people were joking about what is and isn't consensual, and the joke about them going to jail at the end of the vlog. These jokes are a bit of a show that perhaps it was weighing on their conscience once they saw how incoherent and drunk I was. After Trisha released her video, I realized that my experience and gut feeling of discomfort being with you in that room was not an isolated experience to me. I'm reaching out now because it has taken me a while to process what happened. I need the video to be taken down for my own healing and peace of mind. Okay, I respect your wishes. The video's down.
It took me 2 weeks to muster up the courage to essentially reach out to him and tell him how I perceived and felt about the situation, Hannah said. Quote, "It's not a place for me to say whether or not he should say sorry, and I don't expect that from him. But to not even have these things that were obviously deeply vulnerable for me to say acknowledged whatsoever was quite frankly mean," end quote. Hannah said she was glad the vlog was off Dobrik's channel, but that she still deals with the psychological effects of the night to this day. When she drinks, she says she still experiences panic attacks sometimes. If she's having with a new partner after drinking, she says she sometimes starts crying uncontrollably. "I have nightmares where I am And when I'm not dreaming, I can't recall what Dom's voice sounds like or what any of their voices sound like. But when I have these dreams, I hear his voice, Hannah said. Quote, that's really fucking weird and disturbing, knowing that somewhere in my brain, this incident is so alive, end quote. At the same time, Hannah says she was processing her trauma. ZayGladys' appearances in the vlogs were becoming less frequent, and by the end of 2019, he had stopped appearing entirely. In November 2019, ZayGladys uploaded a video explaining why he didn't appear on Dobrik's channel anymore, saying he wanted to pursue other opportunities. ZayGladys has since released music as Dirty Dom along with Dobrik-style vlogs on his own YouTube channel. ZayGladys has previously been accused of sexual assault. ZayGladys was one of Dobrik's childhood friends and moved out of Los Angeles to build an influencer career from scratch. He's one of more than 24 recurring cast members in Dobrik's vlogs, and like many of them, his relationship with Dobrik yielded financial success, online fame, and a platform to reach millions of fans. ZayGladys now has over 1.2 million Instagram followers and nearly 900,000 YouTube subscribers. Before ZayGladys invited Hannah to the apartment that night, he had already been publicly accused of sexual assault. The YouTuber Ali Hardesty said ZayGladys reached down her shirt to grope her bare breast without her consent at a 2017 party, and that he forcibly kissed her after she repeatedly told him to stop. The same week, the comedian Elijah Daniel also accused ZayGladys of groping Daniel's friend 3 times without consent. In response to Hardesty and Daniel, ZayGladys posted an apology video. In it, ZayGladys said that accusations against him were not 100% true, but to an extent they are. He didn't specify which allegations, but ZayGladys said he was aggressive and too intense when approaching women, and that he had come to understand he was being disrespectful. He also apologized for bringing that energy to the videos he made with his friends.
The accusations against me aren't 100% true, but to an extent they are. I am aggressive when talking to women, I will say that. And there's a difference between being forward and persistent. What I was doing was just too intense, and now I'm working on that. I finally understand how disrespectful I've been. And from here on out, for all the new people I meet and the people I know, I'm going to make sure to be respectful. Second off, I want to apologize to my roommates and friends that I create videos with for bringing negative, bad energy into our videos and what we do.
Dobrik commented under ZayGladys' apology, "Proud of you, Dom. Being an idiot is easy. Owning up to it is tough. Glad you made this." He didn't make any other public statements of support for ZayGladys, but on June 28, 2 days earlier, a fan account for Dobrik tweeted screenshots supposed to be direct messages from Dobrik to one of his fan groups. In the 2017 messages, Dobrik wrote, "I've read all of it, but guys, I don't know what Dom does when he's not around me, lol. I can't control him." He also wrote, "Yeah, I mean, we're obviously done with those jokes. Didn't know they were so close to reality." After Insider reached out to ZayGladys with Hannah's claims, he uploaded a YouTube video addressing backlash against the VENMO. ZayGladys did not address Hannah's accusations in the video. Hannah said her hope in sharing her accusations against ZayGladys is partly that he and Dobrik and the other members of the VENMO recognize her perspective of that night, that she said she doesn't assume or expect there will be a process of accountability. Quote, "Of course it would be nice to get an apology, to get them to admit what they did wrong," Hannah said. "I was exploited for content and stripped of autonomy and a voice." Ever since Big Nick, Seth, and the Insider article have come out to express what's going on with the VENMO and David Dobrik, a whole lot has happened, and it keeps adding to my video every single day. So at one point, this video was about 2 hours long and counting. So I decided to split the video. Right now, we discussed all of the allegations, and I'm going to, in the next video, discuss more of the stuff as far as the apologies, the VENMO member videos, and all of their statements. We're gonna talk about the loss of sponsors. So there is gonna be probably one more part to this video, maybe 2. I don't know. If things keep happening, I'm gonna keep adding them all the way to the day I upload the video. But for now, I'm gonna leave this video here. and I will have the next part coming in the next couple of days. Thank you so very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like if you like this video and you want to see more. Don't forget to ring the bell button so you can get notified every time I post, especially because when I post the next part, you're probably gonna want to be notified right away. Thank you so much for watching this part, and I'll see you in part 2.